The Appalachian Mountains are a great place to study mountain building and, yeah, mountain building and orogenic events. There are three main orogenic events that created the Appalachian Mountains, and those are part of what we call the Wilson Cycle. The Wilson Cycle is opening and closing of ocean basins. So here is an image that shows like a satellite image of Appalachian Mountains. All right, I'm going to walk you through the steps, but you can read more thoroughly about it in the textbook. We begin with the Grenville orogeny, and that is the original. I'm going to take myself off here. Mountains, and that was the Grenvillian or Grenville orogeny, and those rocks were like 1 billion years old. About 600 million years ago, then the Grenville rocks started to rift, and when they rifted, they formed an ocean basin. So this ocean basin here, known as Iapetus, or like the father of Atlantis, the ocean basin formed. In the ocean basin, there was exotic chunks of continental crust, and there was a passive margin over here on the east coast of North America. Those rocks on that passive margin are what now are the metaconglomerates of the Grandfather Mountain Formation. That exotic terrain came crashing into those like Grandfather Mountain conglomerates that were on the passive margin, and that was the earliest orogeny, the Taconic orogeny, 420 million years ago. After that orogeny, that old oceanic crust started to sink, and there was a double dipping, two different sides subduction zone. An island arc came cruising in and crashed into the rocks from the Taconic orogeny, and that was the Acadian orogeny. So we got our second orogeny now. Later, so here's Africa over here coming in. Africa collides. When Africa collides, that's the last bit of orogenic events, and that was the Alleghanian orogeny. And that kept pushing in, causing all the fold and thrust. So over here is the Vallian Ridge that got thrust up. Now, in recent current times, then present day, here's the Vallian Ridge. These are the rocks of eastern Tennessee, and then out here would be like the Cumberland Plateau of Tennessee. And here are the rocks of the Blue Ridge, rocks, and then the Piedmont, and then we have our coastal plain rocks. Let's go back another couple million years here. During the Mesozoic is when the rifting started, so about 180 million years ago, forming the Atlantic Ocean. So this is the Atlantic over here. So that's the formation of the Appalachian Mountains is pretty complicated. A lot of orogenic events that came together to have the mountains that we have today.